And now, let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting Cleveland Cavaliers. At one forward, Max Strus. The center is Jarrett Allen. At point guard, Darius Garland. At the other forward, Evan Mobley. At the other guard, Donovan Mitchell. The head coach of the visiting team is Kenny Atkinson. Now let's bring up the starters for your Indiana Pacers. At forward, 6'6", number 23, Aaron Nesmith. At one guard position, 6'4", number 2, Andrew Nembhard. In the middle, 6'11", number 33, Miles Turner. At the other forward, 6'8", number 43, Pascal Siakam. At guard, 6'5", 0. Tyrese Halliburton.
Welcome to Thursday Night Basketball on 2K Sports. Glad to have you along. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, our reporter, Allie LaForce. With only one game left, let's take a look at what the final standings could look like out east. You look at the Cavaliers, a fantastic season so far for them. First place in the conference. And, of course, the Pacers, only a few spots below.
Well, I think for the Cavaliers, they've been terrific throughout the regular season, showing they may be just the team to beat in the postseason.
You know, the way they've handled just about every challenge that's been thrown at them this year, I don't see how they couldn't be considered front runners for the title.
A look at Cleveland's opening lineup. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Garland and Mitchell, the talented 1 and 2. And it's Strus in at the 3. Clark, we hear a lot of talk about Halliburton's supreme court vision. Just how good is it?
I think it's phenomenal, B.A. To be the facilitator that he is, you've got to have an understanding of what you're trying to run, but also a feel for how to get people shots and to adjust on the fly to what the defense is providing. And it's feel as much as it is skill, feeling where defenders are, feeling where your teammates are or might be. And that is a gift. And he's honed that in a way that's made him one of the top dime droppers in the league.
Now here's Mitchell, a guy this team turns to often, averaging almost 24 a game.
Driving inside, Mitchell uses his speed to get the better of the defense. They just can't keep up.
Halliburton on the wing, guarded by Garland. And Nesmith gets it to go.
Just what they wanted from that possession. A quality look in tight.
Mobley outside. Back to Garland. Fires high post, and he nails the jumper.
Getting it done from the mid-range. Garland loves using this area of the floor.
Here's Siakam. Soft touch off the glass.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Garland. That one goes in.
Darius Garland.
Garland's got his second basket of the night.
Inside, Garland outplays his size, using speed and agility to get it done.
To the inside, Halliburton, and he makes it.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 4, off to a nice start. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Garland, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Siakam outside. After this final game of the regular season, for some, a chance at postseason glory. For others, maybe like you, Grant, working on their golf game.
Exactly, and I know you're always working on your swing too, B.A. But personally, I can't wait for the postseason. Nothing like the excitement of playoff basketball.
A nice shot by Mitchell.
A volume shooter at the arc. Mitchell will rarely hesitate to take that.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Hunter's checked in for Strus. Halliburton pass to Siakam. To the paint. Here's Turner. And the rebound goes to Cleveland.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Pass to Hunter. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. The rebound by Nesmith.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
Siakam, the pass to Halliburton. Fires at the elbow. Yep, that one goes. Halliburton's got 6.
Clearly, Halliburton is hunting his shots. He's not picky and knows exactly how to adjust on the mid-range jump shot.
Grant, the Cavs making the playoffs the last 2 years. A big deal in Cleveland.
Well, outside of years with LeBron on the roster, they hadn't made the postseason since 1998. But this group of Cavaliers are making their own history now.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Brian, Miles Turner, the 11th pick by the Pacers in 2015 for much of his career with the team. He's endured the trade rumors. He said, I've still got PTSD from that, but I want it to be here in Indy. And last season, a renegotiation of his contract, giving him an extension and a raise. Brian, he is locked in as their starting center.
Yeah, it would appear so, Allie. Thank you. A moment here to see the numbers for Pascal Siakam.
And for an idea of where his offense is right now, take a look at his true shooting percentage decreasing over the last 5 games. He desperately needs to find his stroke tonight.
And a new group getting ready for Indiana. Toppin, he's checked in for Turner. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Nesmith. Shepard, he's checked in for Nembhard. And it's McConnell in for Tyrese Halliburton. Okoro is checked in for the Cavs. Jerome comes in for Donovan Mitchell. Now here's Toppin. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. And the shot's good.
And Mathurin is an impressive scorer, skilled at finding ways to convert around the rim.
Jerome passes to Garland. Now Hunter. Mobley outside. Cleveland again missing. Toppin against Hunter. Siakam outside. McConnell outside. There's the triple. Jerome grabs the miss. Cleveland has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Garland scanning the floor. And we've got 28 seconds left to play in the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though. Garland's got 6.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Here's Toppin. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Well, they put up a nice win against Chicago last time out.
It really was the strength of their D helping them to force a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, and causing a lot of turnovers, because you well know means cashing in on those opportunities, which really can put a team in a bad way in a hurry.
pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
That's the end of the
And that
first
does it
quarter.
for the first quarter. Cleveland on top, up 4. And we'll be back in just a moment. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Cleveland?
They've been in rhythm from the in-between area, just keeping things simple and taking what the D gives them.
And, you know, another thing that's been working for them tonight, scoring off turnovers, points off miscues. They've been converting any mistakes at the other end.
They've got T.J. McConnell, Walker out there with Toppin. Then there's Benedict Mathurin, and it's Halliburton in at the 2. That's the 5 for the Pacers.
And there's a hunger to Mobley's game. That's how he beats the defense to the rebound.
Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Pass to Jerome. Here's Hunter. Shoots from 12. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. He has 7. Pacers trail by 8. Here's Walker, and he banks in the layup.
This is how Walker likes to play. He invites contact, and he dishes it out.
And stolen by McConnell. In transition, here come the Pacers. And he lays it in off the breakaway. McConnell's got his first points of the night.
Good ball pressure and fast plays like that will tighten this up quick.
The Cavaliers lead by 4. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. The 3 from Okoro. Offensive rebound. And Halliburton has got the ball here for the Pacers. Following this game, they host the Magic. That'll be the end of a 3-game homestand. There's a screen by Toppin. McConnell from outside. Knocks it down from distance. McConnell's got 5 now.
Not the best three-point shooter in the league, but he's got enough skill that you can't just let him fire it up.
Well, there's no question. Pascal Siakam has raised the ceiling of this Pacers team.
Yeah, absolutely. He complements Halliburton's up-tempo style very well. And defensively, he shores things up with his ability to guard 1 through 5.
McConnell outside for 3. Hunter with the rebound. The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Outside for Green. The 3-ball. It's rebounded by Indiana. Home court didn't seem to help last time they met. We'll see if it makes a difference this time.
They were out-hustled on the boards the last time these teams met.
Yeah, and that turned the tide, the rebounding differential. They've got to focus and make it a team effort to really pound the glass.
Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Assist goes to
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. And a new group getting ready for Indiana. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Toppin. Siakam comes in for Walker. Neesmith, he's checked in for Mathurin. And it's Nembhard in for McConnell.
How about Halliburton? This fella going right to the rim, sneak dunking on that attack. Impressive.
The Cavaliers lead by 3. Outside Hunter. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Grant, we know non-shooting big men can clog the paint. But if they know where to move off the ball, that certainly helps.
Yeah, you know, big men who know those circle actions, like flashing to the open spot when their man gives help, they often end up with easy looks inside.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Thompson's checked in. Hunter against Siakam. One thing that Siakam has always had a knack for, Grant, cutting to the rim and finishing plays.
Yeah, he plays so well when he has space to move. He's just great off the ball, and that fits with any team. His ability to convert at the rim makes his cuts that much better.
Wade, he's checked in for Cleveland. Well, the first 7.5 seasons of Pascal Siakam's career were in Toronto. But Clark, a fresh start here with the Pacers.
You know, it's great for the Indiana Pacers because Pascal Siakam wanted to be part of this group. He saw a nucleus of young talent that had a chance to be competitive in the East and chase the championship. So he signed a nice big contract this summer to remain a key contributor for them moving forward. Actually, he'll be the hub of the wheel along with Tyrese Halliburton. Halliburton was hungry for that hoop, taking the ball right to the rack and drawing the foul.
And Cleveland making a change here. Okiki's checked in. Free throw no good for Halliburton. And Clark, a big part of Tyrese Halliburton's effectiveness, he is tall for a point guard.
Yeah, and you see that across the league, Brian. More and more teams making sure they get size on the perimeter. I mean, they're looking for length in the backcourt. If you can find it in your point guard, that's even better. And Tyrese Halliburton, a poster guard for long, elite-level point guards.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's a screen by Turner. Here's Nesmith. And Indiana misses again.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Here's Mitchell, and Turner with the block.
Oh, these arms of Turner just go on forever. I mean, which is part of the reason he's able to rack up the block shots that he does.
He's off on the layup. The Cavaliers leading. On the wing, Mitchell. Baseline jumper. Mitchell can't get that one to fall.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
Halliburton with the ball. Guarded now by Mitchell. Nembhard, the pass to Turner. Over Hunter from 7. Turner, no good.
Most nights this shot would have been his, but the defender gave him just enough trouble.
Pass to Garland. 56 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Hunter, good.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Outside Hunter. Back to Garland. The 3 is up. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Nesmith. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Outside Hunter. From deep. Gets the 3 to fall. Hunter's got 15 points. And here's Siakam for 3. DeAndre Hunter. He's been the guy making things happen for Cleveland. Between his scoring. Okay, Ali, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter.
Two quarters of play completed as we welcome you to take a look at some of the upcoming games on the schedule. It'll be the Hawks against the Nets in Brooklyn. 7:30 Eastern for the tip-off in that one.
I think this game is going to be closer than many people think.
The kind of game where And moving on to the Cavaliers' first half. It's a close one through 2 quarters.
They've had the hot hand from deep, so I'm giving these guys the green.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. We've seen DeAndre Hunter really having a great game.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
On the court right now for Cleveland. Strus at small forward with Mobley next to him. Garland and Mitchell, the talented 1 and 2. And it's Allen in at the center position.
Garland has clearly added some muscle over the years. He's looking more and more comfortable working through contact.
Siakam in the post, covered by Mobley. Siakam, no good. The Cavaliers lead by 5. from deep. Strus. Pacers with a rebound. Siakam's got his 5th rebound in this one. Nembhard outside. Turner, a screen on Mobley. The try by Nembhard. Ooh, stolen by Allen. Strus with it. He's picked up by Nembhard. And it's Mitchell. The miss.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Pacers love to push it up. Tyrese Halliburton said, it's our biggest strength. Teams don't want to run with us. They know when you play us, have your track shoes ready, especially if you're coming off of a back-to-back or you have a packed schedule. You do not want to see us. Brian, they have their identity.
No doubt about that, and it starts with him. Pass to Mobley. Down low. Here's Garland. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 7 rebounds in the game. Turner can always wow you with a highlight play. But Clark, he's gotten better at the small things as well.
Yeah, I agree with you 100% there. He can shoot the 3. He's always been an elite shot blocker from the day he stepped foot in the NBA. An excellent screener, but he has added small pieces to his total game in the little areas.
Garland, no good.
Trying to get it going. Only 1 for 5 to start the second half.
Here's Halliburton. Ooh, 2 physical points for Halliburton.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Back to Garland. The 3 is up. Sinks that one. Now shooting 5 of 10 and looking sharp.
When Garland finds a three-point shot, he takes it. Supremely confident in his abilities.
Siakam, pass to Turner. And it's good for 2. Turner's got his first basket. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the 3rd quarter. On the wing, Mitchell from behind the arc. And Cleveland another 3.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Pass to Turner. Here's the pick. Neesmith with it. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Mitchell. Indiana shooting their 6th and 7th free throw shots in the game. Hunters checked in for Strus. He's perfect from the line this time.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Outside Hunter. 3rd quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have passed.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Halliburton with a strong take.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Cleveland has gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the 2nd half. Allen finds Mitchell. Throws it up high, and it's Allen who slams it home.
Boy, Allen always a threat, especially when you give him room to run. He's capable of banging it home.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Mather's checked in for Indiana. And since the All-Star break, these teams have been swatting down shots left and right. 2nd, Indiana.
And they've been a wrecking ball on the defensive end, racking up the blocks and really setting the tone.
Halliburton, the pass to Nembhard. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist. Halliburton's got his 4th assist in this one. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Cavaliers. It's a 1-point game. Mobley, a screen on Mathurin. Shot from the wing. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. Hunter's got 17.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Pass to Halliburton. Goes back up. Nembhard outside. And he hits it to tie the game. Nembhard's got his second bucket on the night.
A guard who can do it all. Halliburton is solid at feeding the rock to his guys.
Oh, stolen by Turner. Outside Mathurin. Back to Nembhard. To the middle for the lead. Here's Siakam. And that misses. That would have put him up.
Both sides going at it. Classic good offense versus good defense.
Garland against Halliburton. Here's Mitchell. And misses it off the right side of the rim. A chance to go 2 for 1.
And you really must play this just right.
Halliburton finds Siakam. Siakam with a screen on Garland. Here's Halliburton. Tyrese playing big in the painted area.
Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
Hunter against Mathurin. Hunter, good. Hunter's gotten 4 this quarter.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Here's Siakam. The Cavaliers pull it in.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
Garland, the pass to Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much.
And the game's still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Cavaliers ahead. They're up by 2. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Tyrese Halliburton is out there with T.J. McConnell. Then there's Walker. Then it's Toppin. And it's Mathurin in at the 3. So that's the group out there for Indiana. 3 on the clock. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
That's where Tristan Thompson is most comfortable, right around the rim, throwing it down.
That free throw is good from Thompson. Pacers trail by 3. Pass to Toppin. Outside for Halliburton. Back to Toppin. Thompson with some nice D. Cleveland has got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. Strus. And such a nice move to make that bucket possible. And now a 5-point Cavalier lead.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
Offensive rebound. It's good on the putback.
Nice putback by Toppin. That vertical and power to finish the possession, strong.
Here's Jerome. Pass to Garland. Shot is off. He's 5 for 12.
Well, I tell you what, he's going to put a lot of pressure on their perimeter shooters if he can't convert those chances.
Walker's shot is off. Cleveland leading by 3. Now here's Strus. Count it. Good.
That's a nice play there. Not going to miss many from there.
McConnell against Garland. In close. Toppin. And the shot goes down.
That's exactly where Toppin wants to attack you. Inside at close range.
The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Thompson finds Hunter. Here's Jerome. Hunter the screen. Here's Jerome. Defended by Halliburton. Jerome no good. Pacers trail by 3. McConnell outside. He nails it. And they're tied.
And the defense is looking almost lost on the perimeter. That opens up a quality three-point shot, and he delivers.
I think that might have been intentional. perhaps was not an accident, because he's typically not the guy that's taking that shot at this stage of the game.
So Indiana going with an almost entire new group here. Turner, he's checked in for Toppin. Siakam comes in for Walker. Neesmith, he's checked in for Matherin. And it's Nembhard in for McConnell. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I did listen in on Kenny Atkinson's huddle. Confidence is what he's asking for right now. He said, quote, when it's close, we have to keep believing in ourselves. And if we don't think we can pull it out, we've already lost. So some strong words from Coach in the huddle. Back to you, Brian.
Thank you for that, Allie. Here's Mitchell. Mitchell showing some muscle.
Look at Mitchell's commitment to his shot. Doesn't let the contact slow him down.
Turner passes to Halliburton. Driving to the basket. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Third personal foul.
That one's on Darius Garland. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Well, you know, throughout this game, they've shot the ball extremely well from downtown. Their shooters are getting open and letting it fly.
And also, their mid-range game has been outstanding. They're just finding holes in the defense and exploiting them.
Here's Mitchell. Mitchell can't get that one to fall.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And once again, off the mark by Indiana. The Cavaliers have got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Pass to Allen. Siakam pulls down the board. Indiana trailing here. On the wing, Nembhard, guarded by Garland. Siakam with a screen on Mobley. Against resistance, Halliburton gets it to go.
What a big-time play by Tyrese Halliburton. Simply putting his team on his back.
Mobley outside. And here's Strus outside. Hits the three-pointer. And the Cavaliers lead by 2. Coming down the stretch, it's still anyone's game.
Incredible effort and energy on both sides. These guys must be gassed.
Pass to Turner. Right wing, Siakam for 3. Offensive rebound. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Evolving as a leader right before our eyes. It's important that Turner continue to prove he can score in big moments.
Turner with a block. A minute 22 left in the 4th quarter. Here's Nembhard. Knocks down the long J. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for the Pacers.
They've been so aggressive getting out on shooters all game long. Nothing's getting past this defense, and that, to me, has been impressive.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break. Converting on those chances when they get them tonight.
Come on, let me hear you.
1:14 left in the 4th quarter. And here's Siakam for 3. The rebound by Donovan Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Cavaliers. Garland finds Mitchell. Three-pointer, no good.
Not sure if he just ran out of gas or what. He's been awful ever since the second half started. Not even been effective.
Halliburton, the pass to Turner. Siakam outside. 5 on the clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Turner. And he sinks it.
Proving he has the clutch DNA. Love seeing Turner up his game during these big possessions.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. Turning here to our analysts. What elements become the primary keys at this point?
And there's enough time on the clock to go for a 2-for-1.
Strus the pass to Mitchell. And we've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
Tyrese Halliburton, 2 shot.
And he ends up making the second. And that gives him a 4-point cushion.
Halliburton has lots of skills you love to see from a young guard. Boy, I tell you what, he's got a bright future. Love watching this young man play.
We've got 22 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
5th personal foul. 4th team foul.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Tyrese Halliburton, 2.
Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 4-point ball game.
And that makes it a 2-possession game now. Those could turn out to be vital free throws.
Outside Garland. No good from outside. And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
1st personal foul. 5th team foul. 2.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. And he does get the second one. And that puts him up 5. 9 seconds left in the fourth. Outside Mitchell. And it's in.
You know, the defense has to be better. I mean, you can't give up that look.
And so the big win by Indiana in a tight game. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
And so many times we see these close games won by the home team.
Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Hey there, I'm here with Pascal Siakam. The shots were falling for you tonight. How'd you like the flow offensively?
I like it. You know, we play for each other like we always do. Move the ball around, get the open shots. And today, they went in, so we got to continue to play.
It's helpful when it goes in. Thanks so much, Pascal.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that about does it for the final game of the NBA regular season. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching the NBA, brought to you by 2K Sports. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Tyrese Halliburton.